So I said I told my stepson, I said, Nasir, sit here, just sit down. He's only 8 years old, but he's very smart. I thought that he was going to be a scientist because he's that type of kid. Like, he loves to read books. I'm talking about he goes to sleep with a book on his chest, right? He goes to sleep like that. Um, he loves to read, and his vocabulary is very expansive, and he uses big words often. That sometimes I have to ask him, what does that mean? So I went in there and I said to my wife, I said, babe, we got to have a talk. And she said, what's going on? What happened? So I said, you know what? I think, Nasir, I said, I think your son has the nose of a perfumer naturally. Because me and her, we sat down and we watched that movie that is called, I think it's called Perfumes. I forgot the name of the movie. Perfumes, something like that. It's about this guy who had a natural nose of a perfumer. If you haven't watched the movie, I encourage you to watch it. It is my favorite movie. My favorite movie that I ever watched, that is my favorite movie. And so he was working for a perfumer, and the perfumer found out that he had not only a photographic memory, but he had the nose of a perfumer. And he helped him to make a top selling scent, and he helped him to actually, he tested him one day to copy a scent, right, that he lost ingredients for. And he copied it, and he went and he found ingredients in his shop to make that scent all over again. But anyway, so me and my wife, we sat down and we watched this movie together. So I said, baby, I can't believe this. I think this boy has a nose of a perfumer. So she was like, and I told her what happened, and she was like, wow, really? And I was like, yeah. I said, watch this, baby. So I brought our stepson in the living room. And this time, as opposed to bringing 4 scents, I brought 6, right? I brought the same patchouli, essential oil patchouli. And the first time I turned the bottles around because some got names on it, but he wasn't able to see. And the beautiful thing about it, all of them, they look the same color. They all are very dark in color. So there's no way he would be able to say, oh, well, I only knew because of that. And there's no way that he was able to know that. So I took 6 scents. I took the essential oil patchouli, red Egyptian musk, which is actually very dark, look just like the other ones, kush, patchouli, another red Egyptian musk, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I took a dark oil that I made myself, right? And so I lined them all up, and I told my wife, I said, baby, watch this. And I told her everything that happened, and she was like, wow, for real? And she really, and I had to show her so she can see for herself. So I lined all 6 of the scents up, right? Patchouli, essential oil was number 1. The other patchouli, the natural patchouli from Medina was actually number 6. So I lined them up all, and I let them smell each and every last one of them, and I called the number 1, which is patchouli, number 2, but I didn't call the name of it. Turned the bottle around so he couldn't see the name. When he got to number 6, once he smelled that one, he said number 1 and number 6 smelled alike, and my wife was like, wow. She was like, she said to her son, which is my stepson, you just found your gift. And it makes sense because my wife's father, his name is Abu Bakr from Lansing. Everybody know him because he used to sell oils, right? Abu Bakr from Lansing, he had that nose too. So it trickled down to skip generation to my stepson. But this goes, now here's the point of reference here. It goes on to show that when you have a dream and when you are enthused about something, right? And when you have a gift and you follow your gift, Allah or God will put people in your space that will fuel your gift, right? And I never knew, of course my wife, she motivates me, but she doesn't have the nose of a perfumer. But my stepson got it. You see? That's deep, man. Right under my nose the whole time. It was meant for me to get married to my wife. Because it's rare to find people like that, especially what I do. It's Professor Smilgate I want to share.